These are called in-app purchases. So Graham, we've heard of apps, but what is an in-app purchase?
When you download an app from the App Store, within the app itself you can often buy extra things. So for a game it could be things like an extra level or an extra character, or for a magazine app it could be a new issue of the magazine. The problem is when it's not clear and when kids that are too young to understand the value of money are then just seeing things they like and clicking to download them, not realising it's going to cost their mum or dad a pretty penny.
Right across the country, parents are finding out that the apps they thought were free could cost them hundreds of pounds. And little wonder, when we went through some of the kids' apps available from various providers on iTunes, not one of them clearly warned us about in-app purchases.
I don't believe it's suitable for children. It's a free game that's marketed towards children with an age rating of 4 and above, with child-friendly graphics. It's very cartoon-like, and yet it allows you with a click of a button to spend £60 every time you press it. It's clearly not suitable for its target audience.
Now, if you have an iPhone, you might think you're safe from other people using it to buy things. That's because you know there's a certain security procedure they have to go through first. Well, I've got some news for you. Normally, when you're downloading an app for your iPhone, you're required to enter an account password, even when it's free. Now, what the iPhone won't tell you is that it'll remember your password for around 15 minutes. Now, that's okay if you're using the phone, but what happens if it gets in the hands of, say, someone who wants to play their favourite game? Well, it could get very expensive.
Well, it's actually done for a sensible reason. Imagine if you've just got a new phone, you wanted to buy a whole load of apps. Having to type your password in every time would be a real pain. So it's done as a convenience measure. The problem is that once it's remembered the password, just for a little bit, if you give your phone to your child to then play the game, they can start making purchases before it'll ask them for the password again.
Perhaps this wouldn't be such a problem if the goods you can purchase in these games were priced in pounds and pence, just as Apple say they should be. But often they're priced in things like shells and Aztec gold, and this means kids could assume they're only spending pretend money. It also means Apple could be breaking their own rules.
I think maybe the reason why Apple were against it was that it's confusing, because £1 doesn't equal one bit of Aztec gold, so there's a kind of a confusion about how much money you're actually spending. But it's true to say that Apple are not enforcing this law, because there are plenty of games on the App Store that have this kind of in-game credit.
In fact, we found at least 7 games currently available in the App Store rated suitable for players aged 4 and above that sell goods using pretend currency. But make no mistake, when those bills appear, they'll be in real pounds and pence.
And it's worth knowing that while